Those are not gonna stay in place. Morning, morning, morning. I've been waiting for the right occasion to wear these, and today is the perfect day because we are going to the ceramics market. It's 8:46. I got to leave at 9, so I better get dressed and eat something before we head out the door. Scallion oil noodles, okra steamed, and egg boiled. Here's the look. I'm gonna leave this open for now to keep it breezy. It'll be a good sun covering. 15-minute drive to the market location. Last year, I remember scouting out the whole market and only buying like 1 or 2 things. And while I love those items, I definitely regretted not getting other things. For example, there was this artist from Korea who was selling porcelain tableware. The moment I left the market, I regretted not buying something from her. So this year, I will really indulge myself. If I can find that artist, if she's still there, I will definitely be buying something from her this time. Here we are. Entry is 30 or so RMB. Very first vendor I recognize. I feel like this is a good omen. Mountains of pottery shards. The camera can't capture this, but in person it's so glittery and sparkly. 10 minutes past opening. The crowds are gonna start ramping up a little later, so it's good that I'm here early. I recognize a lot of these vendors, but I'm still not seeing the one I'm looking for. Going from one stall to the next, it's amazing. Found her! Looks like the artist isn't here right now. I'll come back later.
这次作品的话是用不同的泥浆，所以剔刻出来它本来就是自带颜色，然后在最后上一层透明釉。
这些就是柴烧的吗？哦，现在我知道柴烧了，以前不知道。I think that's quite unique. 是用这个 wadding 放在上面的留白。Oh my goodness, this is the artist that I bought from through a store on Sunday. I recognize these pieces. This is a beautiful poster.
这个是去年做的，但只是今年才烧出来。这作为那个一半的人说像披萨，一半人说像馕一样。
You're from Korea, right? Last year.
I remember.
I didn't buy something from you, and then when I walked away, I regretted it.
Oh.
So now I'm back. I feel like my taste has changed a lot since last year. Now I think I just have less of a need to latch on to illustrations in a way that felt difficult for me before. And I will say it feels really liberating. That doesn't mean I don't still love things like this. Excuse me, pup. And now, a quick message from the sponsor of this video. I'm back at my home studio again. Surprise! I'll be the first to tell you that coming back to my quiet studio after spending a month at pottery school surrounded by my teachers is a little jarring. But even though I'm not in JINGDEZHEN anymore, I can still keep learning new pottery skills at home with Skillshare. I've been taking this Skillshare class called How to Color Clay and Make Marbled Pottery with Maya Mueller of Pottery to the People, who also happens to be one of my favorite pottery YouTubers. It's been the perfect bridge between pottery school in China and educating myself at home with an online community. Maya walks us through how to mix ceramic stains into clay and then how to create that marbled effect. I've always wanted to throw with stained clay, and Skillshare's step-by-step video module breaks the class down into lessons so it's super easy to follow. It feels so satisfying to say I've learned a new skill and actually created my own marble pot. The great thing about Skillshare is the classes are taught by real creative professionals who love what they do. They can teach you to learn a new skill from scratch, build a creative habit, or level up in your career. There are classes on everything from DIY to photography to business branding, basically any creative rabbit hole you want to explore. So if you're curious to keep learning pottery or keen to start something new from home, the first 500 people who use the link in my description or scan the QR code will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare plus 20% off your first year. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Okay, camera's cooled down, I'm cooled down. I've made some decisions and I'm ready to act. 那个杯子。自己做的纸吗？
是的，这里面是各种就是一些染色工艺的纸。
哦，
这个是6块钱一张
6块钱
，10张以上的话是5块钱。
，12张那就60。谢谢。还是要这个吧。I also want this one.
The plate.
Yeah.
It's so great you came and find me again. So happy. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Have a great day.
You too, you too.
Made it back for the rains right on time as per the forecast. I've been in JINGDEZHEN for just over a month now. I can't believe so much time has already passed. It's not that I haven't been making progress with the big pieces. I have, and part of me wants to just keep chasing big pieces, but I realized that spending every minute either working on or thinking about big pieces was just running me into the ground. Today is going to be my first day back at class. After this little break, I'm going to flip it from like 70 big, 30 small to 70 small and 30 big. Deciding to go back to small pieces at first felt like kind of a cop-out, but small is kind of the best. It reminds me of why I love throwing in the first place. Big pieces are of course still very exciting. I will continue to practice them, but I think I'm going to chill out on that front for now. I simultaneously realized that I would be a little disappointed if I didn't make any wheel thrown pieces I could take home with me, so it feels right to dedicate what is essentially my last week at school to throwing small. Here's the rough plan. This week is throw and trim, bisque sometime over the weekend, visit a glaze shop, and glaze everything right before I leave. So the timeline is very tight, but I think I can make it happen. Just thinking about making these pieces is giving me new life, which is a much needed reset from the mild dread I was starting to feel going into school the last couple times I was there.
些小菜在这里烧2。
你有时间吗？
如果我这个星期做好了，就是修完，
我应该来得及。好地方就那个好地方做。
可以拿点好的吗？
可以教我怎么做盖碗？
听一下啊，盖碗怎么做？来，就相当于拿一个碗。好了以后，尽量把它贴上来，这样的话它不容易变形。小小的一块泥，补出来之后，把它修圆。如果说你不修圆的话，在修坯的时候这一块就薄，再把它取下来，取细一点，然后再往下把这个钮弄出来，这样的可以它才修得出来。
有的盖碗也会有碟子。
最好是做一个无层就可以了。这样子啊。
啊，你好啊，嗯，
想做一些小
小
件。
那个教好的不教坏的，那拿那手指拿那修坯子呢？他没锯条啊，没锯条找锯条了，这没锯条也不是你那个手法啊。你再新的匠，我是内生的匠，你告诉我，我是内生的匠。
bamboo cups, a plate, bowl, some teacups, and gaiwan, and a bubble cup. That'll be enough for me to trim. Here's mine. Part of the floor. Tomorrow when it's sunny out, I'm gonna move this outside so it can dry away. Morning. Today I want to try out some wacky shapes. What I mean by that is Master John has shown us many techniques before, like leaving clay on the outside of the vessel as well as leaving clay on the inside, and like different techniques that produce different variations in form. I haven't really practiced them before because they just seem so like abstract. I think having those in my repertoire will enable me to make more creative shapes in the future, as well as practice my agility. Instead of being like, I'm gonna make a cup, or I'm gonna make a bowl, or a gaiwan, I'm just gonna make different angles and shapes. I'm like letting go of that attachment to making things that are meant to be things.
这个地方你在分的时候太薄了，太薄你把它搞得太平，没有支撑力，它容易塌掉。
所以这里要留点泥。
对，它有点泥巴在这里。
和那个第一次拉的时候就不可以先拉成平的，是要
先洗一点点，不能直接拉平。
是西餐的那种。
是西餐那种。哦，我知道，它那种以小圆手法好难做的，拿进去，拿过来，拿过来都试试看，差不多了。看，加这个泥巴。
这里还要，
一定要混上。你看滑出来之后，能吃的人就滑这里，它是有厚度，能支撑住这里的地方，可以有支撑力。
Hey. 没事的，我觉得挺好玩的。那，他跑走了。饮用时还是可以，
对，它可以。
要做的手势很好看。
How many types of porcelain repair are there?
有3种，第一是这种锯齿啊，锯齿的话主要是金属，还有一种金扇，材质上是大漆，银的也可以，裂的好看的时候我们会选择金扇。金扇是日本起的，叫漆器，金扇是漆器里面演变出来的一个小支，还有一种无痕修复的。
From the very beginning, why would someone want to repair a vessel?
贵族有一个很贵的瓷器，它可能打碎了，很难去再把那个原来那个东西给它烧出来。这个时间上要在唐朝已经开始有，那是实物的记载，文字的记载很少。其实到民国左右才开始有。中国古代的很多创造出来的很多工匠，他都不会留名字，他很少有作者的给他留着了。
为食物的识别。
名字呢？嘿嘿
嘿嘿。After meal, bath time. We rounded the corner and stumbled upon this bakery cafe.
谢谢。
这是用茉莉茶泡的。
把它抓下来，这样。需要你帮助。是怎么切？平常的这样，不是手法怎么？
是不是拿这个斜这个角压进去？
哦。
哎，这就有泥啊。它难的点是这个。
怎么把那个口音合在一起？我看师傅的动作都是往上，对，往两个手稍微搓一下，然后。
但这个有点。
你再做一遍，慢一点动作。
反正我这个练，因为我也没练好，实话实话，手法就这个手法。
Foot sniffer. Gotta go get glazes. So, my pieces are, they're not like 100% dry, but they're dry enough to trim. When I came here last year, I had no idea what on-go meant, but now the world has opened up to me. I like this one. It's like got some green undertones. This one's a little more warm. Umber. Siding on these three. 8C, 2B, 16A. 16A 没了。10D. I'm gonna go for this instead. This is a recommendation from one of my seniors at the studio. Kind of looks like mint chocolate chip. This one's called Red Bean for some inconceivable reason. Actually on this side, it's got more of a pinky blush. I could see that being red bean. The more I look around, the more I want to buy dark color but with a teal shift. I love a good crackle. How do I decide? I think this one. I'm gonna get this one. And that's 9 bottles of glaze. Oh my god, it's so heavy.
自己在家接把手的时候很容易练，我想知道就是可以湿的接也可以。湿接其实更快，这个杯子和这个把手的湿度保持一致。50%干那样子。你基本这种皮革一皮革，容易被捏动，但是呢，它已经磨砂不会沾手。明白。这样子敲一下也是防止裂的，更好修。更好修。这些像削饼干一样。
Creating milk tea today.
If only I could build a tower, pierce right through the clouds, saxophones at every hour. Who hasn't heard of me now? Then will I have had enough of trying to keep myself